From the moment humans formed communities and began to specialize in different crafts and skills, the seeds of trade were sown. Early humans realized that by exchanging goods and services, they could obtain items they lacked and improve their quality of life. This mutual benefit laid the foundation for the complex trade networks that would eventually span the globe. Ancient civilizations, from Mesopotamia to the Roman Empire, flourished not in isolation, but through intricate networks of exchange. These early trade systems were the lifeblood of their economies, enabling the flow of goods, wealth, and ideas. Markets bustled with activity, and trade routes crisscrossed continents connecting distant lands and diverse cultures. The Silk Road, a testament to humanity's desire to connect and trade, brought silk, spices, and ideas from the east to the west, transforming cultures and societies along the way. This ancient network of trade routes was more than just a means of commerce. It was a bridge between civilizations, fostering mutual understanding and cultural exchange. These ancient trade routes weren't just conduits for goods, they were arteries carrying knowledge, innovation, and cultural exchange. Scholars and thinkers traveled alongside merchants, spreading new ideas and technologies that would shape the future of humanity. The exchange of cultural artifacts and knowledge enriched societies and laid the groundwork for future advancements. The very foundations of our modern world, from the clothes we wear to the food we eat, are intertwined with the history of international trade. The flavors and fashions we enjoy today are the result of centuries of exchange and adaptation, blending influences from every corner of the globe. The Age of Exploration marked a pivotal chapter in this story. Driven by curiosity and a desire for wealth, European explorers set sail to discover new lands and establish trade routes. Their voyages opened up new opportunities for commerce and cultural exchange, but also brought about significant challenges and conflicts. European powers, driven by a thirst for new markets and resources, sailed across the globe, forging new trade routes and establishing global empires. These empires were built on the backs of both trade and exploitation, as indigenous peoples were often subjugated and their resources extracted for European gain. While this period was marred by colonialism and exploitation, it also led to an unprecedented exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The blending of cultures during the colonial era created new hybrid societies and spurred technological advancements that would shape the modern world. Think of coffee from Ethiopia, potatoes from Peru, or the compass from China. All became integral parts of different cultures through trade. These products and innovations traveled vast distances, becoming staples in societies far from their origins and transforming daily life. This era laid the groundwork for the interconnected global economy we know today. The foundations of modern trade were built on the exchanges and networks established centuries ago, creating a web of interdependence that spans the globe. The Industrial Revolution, fueled by technological advancements and mass production, supercharged international trade. Factories churned out goods at unprecedented rates, and new transportation technologies made it easier and cheaper to move products across great distances. Steamships and railroads reduced transport costs, while the telegraph facilitated instant communication across continents. These innovations shrank the world, making it possible to conduct business and exchange information on a global scale. Nations began to specialize in the production of specific goods and services, leading to greater efficiency and lower prices for consumers worldwide. This specialization allowed countries to leverage their unique resources and skills, contributing to a more interconnected and prosperous global economy. The rise of multinational corporations further integrated global markets, making the world smaller and more interconnected than ever before. These corporations operate across borders, driving economic growth and fostering international collaboration. Today, we live in an era of unprecedented global trade. Goods and services flow freely across borders, supported by complex logistics networks and international trade agreements that facilitate commerce on a massive scale. The internet and digital technologies have broken down geographical barriers, allowing businesses and individuals to connect and trade with ease. E-commerce platforms enable consumers to purchase products from around the world with just a few clicks, revolutionizing the way we shop and do business. From buying books online to collaborating on international projects remotely, the digital revolution has created a truly global marketplace. This new era of trade is characterized by instant communication, seamless transactions, and a level of connectivity that was unimaginable just a few decades ago. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the lessons learned from centuries of international trade remain as relevant as ever. Understanding the history of trade helps us appreciate the interconnected world we live in today and guides us in shaping a more equitable and prosperous future for all. Adam Smith, the Scottish economist widely considered the father of modern economics, recognized the transformative power of international trade. His insights into the mechanisms of trade and specialization have shaped economic thought for centuries. His magnum opus, The Wealth of Nations, 1776, laid out the intellectual framework for understanding how trade, driven by self-interest and specialization, could create immense wealth for individuals and nations alike. This groundbreaking work delved into the intricacies of economic systems and the benefits of a free market. Smith's key insight was that specialization and the division of labor are the engines of economic growth. By breaking down production into smaller, specialized tasks, efficiency and productivity could be significantly enhanced. He famously used the example of a pin factory to illustrate this point. In this example, he demonstrated how dividing the production process into distinct steps could vastly increase output. Imagine, Smith argued, if one person were to undertake all the tasks involved in making a pin, drawing the wire, straightening it, cutting it, pointing it, and so on. This would be an incredibly time-consuming and inefficient process. This lone worker would be able to produce very few pins in a day. The lack of specialization would severely limit productivity and economic output. However, if the production process were divided into a series of specialized tasks, with different workers focusing on each step, then the output could increase dramatically. Each worker, by mastering a specific task, could perform it more quickly and efficiently. This is because each worker, by focusing on a specific task, becomes more proficient at it, leading to greater efficiency and productivity overall. The cumulative effect of these specialized efforts results in a significant boost in overall production. Smith argued that this principle of specialization applies not just within factories, but also across nations. By focusing on what they do best, countries can trade to mutual advantage. Countries, like individuals, have different strengths and weaknesses. These differences can be leveraged to create a more efficient global economy. Some nations are endowed with abundant natural resources, while others possess a skilled workforce or advanced technology. These unique advantages can be harnessed through specialization. By specializing in the production of goods and services where they have a natural advantage, and then trading with other nations, countries can achieve far greater prosperity than they could in isolation. This interconnectedness fosters economic growth and development on a global scale. Trade, in essence, allows nations to leverage their comparative advantages, leading to a more efficient allocation of resources and greater wealth for all involved. The benefits of such trade are manifold, including increased innovation, access to a wider variety of goods, and improved standards of living. Smith's ideas laid the foundation for a new understanding of economics, one that emphasized the benefits of free markets and the importance of allowing individuals to pursue their own self-interest. This approach has led to unprecedented economic growth and prosperity in many parts of the world. His work remains as relevant today as it was centuries ago, reminding us that trade, driven by specialization and the pursuit of mutual benefit, is a powerful engine for progress and prosperity. The principles he outlined continue to influence economic policies and practices worldwide, underscoring the enduring legacy of his contributions to economic thought. Ricardo's Comparative Advantage, a foundation of global trade. Ludwig von Mises, a champion of free trade and foe of interventionism. Section 5, Closed Doors, Faded Glory, Antonio Escohotado on the Perils of Protectionism. Section 6, The Fruits of Openness, Historical and Modern Examples. Section 7, Markets as Information Superhighways, the Austrian School Perspective. Section 8, Towards a Freer and More Prosperous Future, the Enduring Relevance of Free Trade in Modern Times. Section 9, The Moral Case for Free Trade, Peace, Cooperation and Global Harmony.